Hey everyone, it's Mommy D. I'm back with another video. I thought I would show you how I would pack my Lily J Jennifer for formula feeding. I did a similar video on formula feeding, packing the bag for formula feeding for Kaylin. I'm going to do another one for my Forma probably next week. So I've realized there's not a whole lot of videos on packing diaper bags if you formula feed, and it really does have some unique needs in terms of what we need to carry when you formula feed, especially when they're itty bitty and that's all they eat, drink, whatever the official term is. So I had to go digging into some of my bins in the basement because my son no longer drinks formula, but I was trying to recreate some of the things that I did when I had both my daughter and my son and I was formula feeding them. So here's how I would have packed this bag, and now having packed it, I so desperately wish I had it when my son was first born and I had 2 under 2 or 2 and under and 2 in diapers and bottles. I was a hot mess then, but here we are. If you are in the same situation, perhaps you have 2 under 2, you're formula feeding 1, you have 2 in diapers, and you need ideas, I'm going to share some of the things that really worked well for me, and hopefully it can work for you. I'm going to give you a quick overview at the top. Because this bag comes with no insert, I decided to pack it with no insert, and I've realized most people are pouch packers. I've kind of resigned myself to the pouch packing. So I'm showing you how I have my bag packed with pouches. That's just how it works. And I'll show you what's in each piece, but in order to see what's inside, I have to pull it out. So I just want to show you, this is one of those ice insulated bags you get with formula from the pediatrician or the hospital. And I know people are really anti those things, but if you're formula feeding, you'll take all the free formula you can get. I actually got this at my pediatrician's office once it was, established that we were going to formula feed. And it had some samples inside and stuff. So, and it comes with an ice block that has 2 cutouts almost that fit a bottle perfectly, but we ended up using the wider mouth bottles, so the ice pack didn't work. But if you need to keep milk cold, and this also is a tip for breastfeeding mamas, maybe you prefer to bottle feed while you're on the go, or you need something for daycare or your child care provider, whatever, this is a great little bag. And because it's plastic on the inside, like a vinyl kind of material, it cleans up really well, and I found it kept things much colder without getting wet like the Jujube fuel cell does. So this is that. This is a Forma cube. This is technically an insulated cube. You would need the Forma to get the cube, but there are so many things like this on the market. I actually have food for my older child in here. This is a 16-ounce Swell bottle. I'll talk more about why I have that. These are my kids' lovies, and if I was formula feeding, it would also be my bib. I have a first aid kit, my daughter's sippy cup, our single dose medicine vials in there, and then this is my diaper pouch. So I'll start with this here. Oh, my Kindle's hiding in there too, my daughter's Kindle. Let's take the Kindle out. There we go. I left it open on purpose because if I was really on the go and I was somewhere, I would kind of just have the bag like this, like just open and ready to go. As you can see in here, I have 1, 2, 3 Dr. Brown's bottles. I really liked these bottles for my kids. These are the options because once you kind of get past the gassy stage, like my son is 16 months old, sometimes he still takes a bottle, you can take that piece out and they just look like this. And they really do help, I find, with colic and gas, because it slows down how quickly they suck the formula out of the bottle. So Dr. Brown's options wide mouth bottles were my favorite. And they do have nipples from preemie size up until, I think they have a size 4, which is 9 months plus maybe, or up to 3. I forget now, but these are really great bottles. With my daughter, I had one of the round formula containers, but with my son, I'll explain why there's snacks in here in a minute. I actually switched to this InnoBaby snack tower, but it fits formula so perfectly. And if I am able to open this, yes. We have, you see the smaller piece here? You just kind of tip open the bottle and shake it out. I mean, tip open this and shake the formula out into the bottle, and it works perfectly. And it fits 4 scoops, which is 8 ounces of formula. Absolutely no problem. And I mean, 8 ounces is about as big a bottle as my son ever took, most kids actually, in one sitting. I have snacks in here because I don't actually have formula in the house anymore. But I did want to show that these just kind of quick little with the hand movement. You see how this one doesn't have the round piece in the middle? That round piece just pops out, and you can fill it with snacks once you are starting to give little snacks and or don't need as much formula. I have 6 containers total. 6 bottles in a day is about as much bottles as many bottles as my son took in a day. So this would have held 5. That's me out of the house, like sun up to sundown, like wake up to bedtime. So this really was a lifesaver, and it's more formula in a day than more servings in one container than the round formula containers would have held. And in here, if you're wondering, this little thing is just slightly bigger than a fuel cell, but because it's round and not squared off, I will admit the fuel cell would probably fit better in here, but I don't know if you could get these 4 pieces in there. I could be wrong. I haven't owned a fuel cell in a really long time. The swell bottle. So my grandmas, my kids' grandmas got my kids used to drinking warm bottles. So I needed some way to carry warm water on the go. The swell bottle is really great for this. I also had a thermos that I bought at a camping supply store. Really great for this too. Also works fantastically for overnight. You just fill this with warm water. You get your 3 bottles in your stacker ready to go, and just put it in the nursery somewhere. This holds 16 ounces. So when, they're drinking less than 6 ounces, it's quite a few feedings. When they're drinking more than that, it was only really 2 bottles, but at that point, you're not feeding them as much formula on the go. You're supplementing with solids and things like that. What else do I have in here? In here, this is my little diaper pouch that I've been kind of using. This is a Travelon packing cube, but not the little ones that everyone has. This is meant for like luggage, but it was too small for anything other than a couple of, maybe some underwear. So I have 5 size 5 diapers, 2 disposable change pads, and a full pack of travel wipes in here. So if you have 2 in diapers, this holds quite a bit. And I could also have fit my butt cream in this little space right here. Other than that, I did want to quickly talk about, even though I've mentioned it before, these burpee bibs are so great for formula feeding because of this curve. It kind of loops over your shoulder, so you can, if they spit up, it doesn't dirty the back of your clothes. And with these little clips here, you can put it around their neck while you're feeding them. So it does double duty as both a bib and a burp cloth, which is why they're so phenomenal. They wash up great. They hold up great. I'll show you my daughter's 3 years old and really holding up really great. So well worth the investment. My daughters are the ones you can get at Target. So they're like the Target version. So they're not the same quality as my son's. You can feel a little bit of a difference in thickness, but they have also held up fantastically. I have a first aid kit here, a prepare kit. I'll link to below. This is the first aid kit that I have recently started using, and I love it. It just has a little bit of everything. You can find all the info on Amazon. I'm not an affiliate. I just love the Prepare kit. And these are my single dose medicine vials. You can see that that one has Tylenol. This one has Benadryl. This is from allergysuperheroes.com. I will also link it below. This allows me to carry 1 dose of medicine I have one of Benadryl and Benadryl and Tylenol for each kid. And this is the infant Tylenol syringe, and it fits perfectly in there so you can dispense the medicine. This is really a space-saving game changer for me because I'd like to have Benadryl and Tylenol on me, but I hated carrying the whole bottle. So this fits in this little, you know, skip hop pouch. These pouches, it does seem that they are discontinued, but if you can find something similar, they fit great. Back here in the Forma insulated cube, what I have is snacks, disposable bibs. This is really more what would have been for my toddler, the older child at this point, and utensils. All these things fit. It's still kind of packed up from how I went out with my family just now, but it's good for food for the older kids. So that's kind of how I would pack Jennifer for formula feeding. I think having something like this, a fuel cell or something similar in size, really works really, really, really great in this bag. And you keep everything for feeding contained here, and then you have all your diapering needs here, etc., etc. As much as I hate to admit it, sometimes the pouch packing does work better, especially if you're out with Dad and he doesn't know how you organize the diaper bag. Very quickly, in the front here is where I put the entertainment for the toddler, toys, and play packs. Fits really nicely here. And in this back zipper pocket, I put my Indestructible books. And I still have room for my wallet. Here's the messenger strap, and my car keys would fit in here easily. So this bag just really, really has a ton of room, and all my formula feeding mamas know when you bottle feed, you need the room just simply to carry all the diapers. I mean, diapers too, but all the bottles. So hopefully that's helpful for anyone looking for how to pack a bag for formula feeding. My setup would work really great if you're traveling too, because you could travel with the swell bottle empty, like through an airport, for example, and ask for hot water from the Starbucks or, you know, whatever coffee places in the airport, and then just travel with the formula. I do think that they test it, you know, when you travel with powdered formula, but I mean, you have to feed the kids. So just allow yourself some extra time. I never went on an airplane with my son or daughter, itty bitty, but this bag has plenty of room if you're going to be out of your house for a few hours or a long period of time. And because the swell bottle is refillable, you can get, you know, warm water when you need it. So I think that pretty much covers it. Hopefully this helps any formula feeding mamas out there. If you like what you see, please leave me a thumbs up, a comment, please subscribe. I love hearing from people who are watching my videos. I do enjoy making them. I'm not a professional, I'm not a content creator, I'm not any of that. Just a mom sharing some of the tips she's learned and sharing her journey on finding a functional diaper bag. But hopefully it's helpful to some people. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.